Welcome back to the Mastering Runeterra podcast with Jay and Bay, the #1 source for competitive Legends of Runeterra news and information. If you're looking for the best decks to play right now, be sure to check us out on Twitter at Master Runeterra or in our Discord. And if you want to take the next step in leveling up your game, check out our Runeterra team on Patreon, where we do weekly learning calls and one-on-one coaching. Now strap in and grab yourself some Poro snacks, because we are about to start Mastering Runeterra.
Welcome back to the Mastering Runeterra podcast with Jay and Bay. Sorry about not having a podcast last week. We were just very busy and stuff is starting to fall into cracks. Even the other podcasts, everyone's just really busy. It's a lot of work putting these things on, a lot of time. And sometimes it's just kind of the low-hanging fruit, or I'm not sure if that's the proper expression. It's the thing that gets bumped off the list.
It's like the first thing on the chopping block when we're like, we have...
Yeah, there you go. That's much better. Yeah, so, and even today, Majin needs to go stream, so we're going to bang this bad boy out for you guys, and then he's going to hop off and go stream. So, real quick, wrap up of the Worlds Qualifier. First off, we did the coverage. It was killer. The more I look at it, the more I'm just, like, impressed.
It was good.
Like,
it was good, yeah.
It was really good. Also, like, yeah, like, I mean, if you compared it to, like, past seasons coverage, like, it was right there. It was in that ballpark for sure. We did it with, like, 2 weeks, right? Yeah. I mean, you could, if someone had, I think, said it's the same people, it's Giant Slayer or it's whoever else that did other stuff, you know, like, you'd be like, yeah, okay. You know, things that we could do better, of course, but we had 2 weeks to put it together with, like, a bunch of new people that we had hired on and stuff, a community-led effort, like, I don't know how you can really ask for more. I'm thrilled with it. Super happy with that. We both made D2. That's cool.
Neither of us were confident at all.
Well, no, I just been having fun playing my big cat Seraphine deck all season, just enjoying the hell out of it. And I brought that, and I made it at night 2. You went 9-0 at day 1. The whole freaking team, the whole Mastering Runeterra team, us included, was out in round 1 of top 64.
Yeah.
It's kind of brutal. No one went up. No one went for a run. But you know, it is what it is. Today, though, we're moving into Eternal season, which I'm very excited about. But you know, still early days. No one's really played too much Eternal as of right now, so not a whole lot we can comment on. I'm real quick though. I'm curious to get your thoughts on maybe what you're gonna try first, or like what you think might be good, just sort of what the fun, or like where you're gonna start. I'm gonna be continuing some Big Cat. Like, I think that's gonna be like my thing. I'm just gonna try and make Big Cat work. Just like, even if it's tier 3, I'm just gonna be. And by the way, I want to call it Fat Cat, because I feel like that's a much better name. Like, Fat Cat is like a thing. Like, there's fat cats, right? Like Garfield and stuff. People have their big fat cats. How is it not Fat Cat? Big Cat's dumb. Just a big cat. I don't know why you would cover like Big Cat so much. Tell us in the comments, what do you think's better, Big Cat or Fat Cat? I think Fat Cat's hilarious, because fat cats are like made the internet back in the day of just like silly cat memes. Look at that Fat Cat. It's the really fattest cat. The 30-30. There's nothing I love more than playing it and just being like, oh, you don't have a single answer in your entire deck, so I just know your deck. As they like, they always just frantically play a bunch of spells until they have no mana left, and they're just like, yeah, I guess there was nothing. You're like, yeah, got him.
You like play,
got him.
Yeah,
anyways,
play Big Cat into a Demacia deck, and you're like, ugh, I know you have single combats. That's not gonna save you here. Like, that's not gonna do anything for you.
Yeah. To be fair, there's lots of answers to it, but yeah. So I guess in Aphelios is like the classic pairing, right? That we played at Worlds. So funny. I really did not like the deck at all.
I know.
Going into Worlds was not my cup of tea. Now I love it. I love it so much. My favorite thing. I don't care if it's good or not. It's so much fun. Yeah, I liked it. I'm wondering though if I'm still gonna like it internal, because like there's just a lot more you have to deal with. I don't know. We'll see. Because basically that's what it was at Worlds. It was Eternal. Whereas the standard, it was like, hey, you just got some dudes and some tricks. Like, that's gonna kill all your stuff and just bury you in card advantage.
Yeah, Big Cat felt pretty bad against like Field of Rush and stuff sometimes. Like,
yeah.
Especially when they had like She Who Wanders and It That Stares. That was kind of brutal.
Yeah. Now Bar costs more, right? Wasn't it It was 6 then, wasn't it?
It was 7.
That's the one. It was 6.
It was 7.
It was 7 then. Okay, so that was post nerf or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of funny how that card just existed. Do you think there were some good bar decks like way back before like Jason Sensational started playing it and like just nobody ever put together? Or do we need like a Seraphine?
No, I think Seraphine helped, but like
there's a lot. I mean, like other bar decks without Seraphine, like right now, it's not really a thing.
I mean, we played like Aphelios, Zoe, Vi, Victor, or whatever, like PNZ Targon piles for like a really long time. And if you'd just been like, back alley bar
and pile, classic.
Boop. Yeah, if you just been like, boop, then it would have worked. It would have like been good. And we just didn't know. I had no idea. I didn't even know what bar did. Like I took Jason's deck and played it for like a top cut, and I had to ask them. I was like, "Hey, what does back alley bar do?" It's like, "What does new mean?"
That's right.
Per se.
I remember that. Yeah. That was so confusing. That was the part that was really confusing about it. I was like, why are some of my cards discounted and some aren't? What does new mean?
I thought that created, like not created, but it's like cards that didn't start in your deck. So I was like, oh, this card's ass.
I thought it was cards that came after when you played the bar. And so like I'd play the bar, and then I thought it was just anything after that. So new ones after bar. I didn't realize it counted the ones you had played before the bar. Like it like saw that. Because like in Magic, that's not how it worked typically. And so then, I played the first time, like all my stuff got discounted. And then like played again, all my stuff got discounted, except this one card now. And now this one other card. And I was so confused by it. I didn't know how it worked for the longest time. But I remember when I first saw it, I was like, pretty sure this card's insane. Like everything becoming one cheaper is like absolutely nuts. But anytime you can store mana, that's like something you want to be looking into. Yeah, but it was just one I just never delved into really. Anyways, okay, so tell me though, what's on your radar? What are you going to be playing?
I mean, I'm going to be looking to see if Lee gets reverted, because I think the immediate cards that like should be reverted are like Lee Sin, Draven. Like Draven should be a 3/3 in Eternal. I would like Watcher to get like somewhere between its original and its nerf. I think like if you give your opponent 1 turn, that'd be cool. Instead of 2 turns. 2 turns is too many. It basically is like a non-effect.
Yeah.
At that point in the game. Things like that.
I don't think Watcher would be dope. I'd like Watcher to be back in the game, but not oppressive.
So I would love to be able to play like a Zoe Lee Sin.
Vile Feast? You play some Vile Feasts?
I might play some Vile Feast. Who knows? Yeah. A lot of good stuff. I mean, we'll just have to see, but like I haven't even thought about it a little bit.
Yeah, fair enough. I do not want to see Lee come back. And as a Lee enjoyer myself, it was good for just so long. Like so long. And I would like Lee to come back like next year. Okay. Yeah.
Can I get any good Ionia deck in return?
Oh yeah. Let's get some Ari. Let's get some Ari support going on.
Deal. I'll take it.
Ari come back. To at least just be playable. Playable looks. You know what? If Lee comes back and is like tier 2, but like solidly tier 2, okay, I can get behind that. But like it would happen every time where it just sucked on ladder, and then there would be a tournament crusher. Just
every season, Josh. Every season.
Every freaking season. It was just the perfect like third deck, right? Like you just you ban one of the oppressive tier 1 decks, and then there's just always one of their decks you're gonna blow out. There's always a third one, a second or a third one that you're gonna get. I'd like to see Tri-Beam.
Yeah.
Become a thing.
Yeah.
I want Tri-Beam back. Miss Tri-Beam. Yeah. That was some good times. Whatever they have to do, I don't even care. Make it 4 mana. Make it 3 mana.
I don't care.
Right? Make it. I was like, make it 3 mana. Because I mean, if it becomes too busted, I guess not. But like, I don't even know if it would at 3. I don't. So start at 4. Let's put it back to 4 because it sucks at 5 right now, right? It's terrible. It's not really just the deck in general. Like the strategy is not very good. Like that's the problem. But I want to see some of that old school stuff come back. I want to see like Aesol, Aesol Zoe decks come back. That'd be cool. Let's see. Snake is a 2/1 again. So what's making snakes? We got Zoe, Spaces, and then Daisy Sketcher.
I think that's it.
I guess technically the ones that you could get anything off of.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind just like
ones
Invoke in general, just being buffed.
The Targon thingy that makes Hush. What's it called? The Targon. What are those called again?
Tellstone.
Thank you. Tellstone. Getting Hush or the one that invokes. That could be hot. And I mean, I was playing it to some. I was very happy to see it in my big cat deck. Fat cat deck. I'm making that happen, man. Fat cat. Yeah, it was nice. There was a lot of very good Hush targets. Kai'Sa, Pantheon, nope. Tristana, get out of here. A lot of quick attack things. You just want to get the hell out. Lurk stuff. I mean, Hush used to be like a staple.
Hush was it. I remember like people lose their mind about Hush. Yeah,
Hush was annoying as hell. It was brutal. I would how about, and then let's go with let's talk about Targon for a quick minute here. Targon has like sucked for quite a while. I'd like to see Fangs. Let's go Fangs 3-2. I think we go Fangs 3-2 maybe. I don't think it's that good.
Still hasn't happened.
Yeah, it's just not even that good.
No,
I don't think that'd be particularly
still not good.
Yeah. Temple too good.
I think that's too good. I would love that. It'd be way too good.
But you know what? I want to see them push some envelopes like they did with Kennen when they were like, make Mark of the Storm 3 damage. Next patch, nope, back to 2 damage. It was a little bit too good. Let's go. I want to see them throw darts at the board and kind of go big with it. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I'm excited for it. I'm excited for it to see what happens also with this balance patch. If they'll buff anything else, I don't know if they will or not. I feel like maybe they'll get some data first.
Yeah, I'd like to see them buff stuff. I don't want to play last season's.
I mean they did buff a couple things, the bot and the atrocity, serpent. Atrocity was slow speed for just a hot second. Hey, just
they're like, in and out. They're like, we really don't want this effect at standard anymore, but just wait a second.
Yeah, kind of happy to see that one come back. But yeah, I feel like you're right. I do want them to mix it up. I don't want to be playing old standard or whatever you called it, just the older format. A lot of new stuff. That was the problem with this standard format, in my opinion. There was a lot of decks. So many decks. Every deck had a million versions, but we've basically seen them all before. Like Kai'Sa Swarm, is Samira. It was last season. Kai'Sa. Then Bale City Swarm. And then
Samira was
Bale
like
Swarm,
new stuff, and it was just like
Bale Swarm coming back up as a tier 1 deck is like,
yeah, dude,
it's like that deck. It'd be like Lee coming back and being tier 1 again or something. It's like, not again.
I wouldn't want Lee to be like the dominant deck either. I remember like at the end of the main format, like before Lee got nerfed, people are like, okay, yeah, if you want Ari to get buffed or whatever, then they'll nerf Lee. And I'm like, I'm so okay with this trade. Like, it's totally fine. Lee's had his time. Like, let's let him
or if Fizz TF came back, it was the dominant deck, or just anything we've already played. Like, I don't know, even Feel the Rush, which was never that dominant, but it's like, I've seen it. I've seen someone, 12 mana, 2/10/10 overwhelms. Yeah, I get it. It's not, it just, I don't know, after a while, it's just boring.
Yeah.
Right? It's like you played a guy, you played a mayor, you played a guy, you played a guy. Yeah, I get it. So that's why I want to see more buffs and stuff. I would really like to see them release more cards too. I talked about this in I wrote an article, which I'm sure you didn't read because
I actually did.
Oh, really? Were you mad that I was going to leak that
to make
Elvis not this year? Yeah. I'll keep that between us.
That's story equity that I need to use on stream if I'm going to use it. So
that's the circle of trust. Okay, so what I really want to talk about, though, since we don't have a lot of time, is I want to do a little recap of the new organized play system and what your thoughts are on it. Maybe some new takes. Let's start at the bottom. What are you thinking of the daily rumbles? Is that what they're called, or the gauntlets, or what have you? What are they called now? Daily
rumbles. Yeah. I like them. Yeah. I think they're good, and I think they did a good split between like kind of for fun formats like Singleton, Unlimited Champs, and stuff. And then when the opens come around, we get the actual like best of 3 format for that open. I like the Ruthless Rumbles, so I'm pretty happy with them.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty happy with them as well. I love being able to play best of 3 finally on demand, which is so nice. There are some things I would like to see change a little bit. One, I'm not really going to be playing them too much now that I have the 2 buys.
Nope.
So like this month, unless it's Eternal Best of 3, because I just want to get reps in, I'll play that. And so I don't know. I did a poll on Twitter though. How many buys people had? I was surprised. It was kind of like an even split between 2, 1, and 0. And I mean, the people following me are going to skew a little bit more competitive. So I don't know. Interesting to see how that kind of plays out there. It would be nice if there was something for us hardcore grinders, I guess, to do for the last month and a half or whatever, because we're going to get it in 6 weeks, like every time, if not sooner, right? Depending on how crazy you get. And depending on if they have the Ruthless Rumbles unlimited in the future, like, oh, come on. I'm just going to do it until I have it, until it's over. The other thing I didn't like was I didn't like the fun formats when I had to play them, when I was trying to get to the 2 buys. This is before they had the unlimited Ruthless Rumbles, so I felt like I had to play them. And it was just like, I didn't want to play these formats because they didn't matter to me. And it felt like work, and it felt like pulling teeth, and that really sucked. I didn't like that. I think you really want to have those fun formats in this week after the freaking tournament. Like, don't have them the first week, when it's like, hey, balance patch, new standard with the Worlds Qualifier Open coming, and like it's unlimited champs on the first 5 days or whatever. It's like, no, everyone wants to play standard. We all want to be playing best of 3. If you're going to have the fun formats, have it after the freaking tournament. Like, I don't know. That makes to me, that's just obvious, right? Because it's a boring time between the open and the next patch. So fill it with some fun, interesting new stuff that's not competitive. That's the place to do it. Or separate it completely and like make it so it's a different thing that you can do. It's not the Daily Rumble, but it's the same as the Daily Rumble, except it just gets you like skins or coins or like some other thing, kind of separate the two, like they did with Labs back in the day or whatever. Also, so far, I haven't really enjoyed any of the new formats that much. Have any of them hit for you? Have you ever been like,
we're not the people for these?
Well, I thought they were going to try out like some like new formats that could be competitive. I guess not.
No,
but I guess not.
I don't think that's the case.
The only one I could come up with as a new format that would be competitive and be cool would be speed. So like what do you call that? The speed chess, whatever. Blitz. So imagine it's Runeterra, but like you get like half the time or something, and you have to go. You have to like I think that would be like really fun as a player. It'd be like like going into it, you're like gotta go. And 2, as a spectator, it would be really fun because now there's action happening constantly, and people are gonna make hilarious mistakes and mess up, and everyone else is gonna be like, "What's the right line? I don't know." Like trying to figure it out. I think that'd be kind of cool. I haven't seen card games really do that, but like as you've seen in chess. It's a thing. It could definitely work. Poker, for instance, could probably benefit from some of that. People taking it, but anyways, those are what I could do.
There's poker tournaments, right, where they have like the time chips that they cash in.
Oh yeah,
30 seconds.
Yeah. And online they have like fast ones or whatever. But I feel like it'd be more fun in a strategy card game, maybe. I don't know. So yeah, those are cool. A little tweaking in those, perhaps. But that's nice. We got the double ladder coming up, which I'm very excited about. I hope
because you're planning on just grinding Eternal, right? That's been your plan from the start.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We'll see how much time I realistically have. I was doing some breakdown on the points and stuff. I technically have 3, which is cool.
That's cool.
You must have like 8 or something.
I don't know. I got what we get 3 from top cutting.
3 for top 64.
Then I got like 3 again because the Worlds Qualifier is worth more. So I probably had like 6.
Oh,
which is
okay. I didn't realize. Yeah, I forgot the Worlds Qualifier was more. Yeah, we basically need to like double top 4 the Eternal Opens, and then like maybe get some ladder grinding going on.
Qualifying top 3 is like qualifying top 3 in a season without winning one of the non-World Qualifier Opens is pretty close to impossible. Unless you go like second.
We're coming second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Card Gamer's got 12 just already. And he's like 5th.
He's 5th, yeah. Which is, by the way, very annoying when for some reason, like, why do you give first place at the Worlds Qualifier points? And now they're like on the points list that the Runeterra report put out. Like Jizoff is at number 1. It's like, remove them. Like Floppy Mudkip is on there. Remove them too. Like it's confusing.
Maybe they wanted to do something. They're like, let's keep the option open to have something with like yearly point earners or all-time point earners or something, right? Then years from now they could be like all-time point earners, Drizzot #1, because we want every single
probably what it is. Yeah, but at least remove Runeterra report if you're listening. I don't know, remove those people or like highlight them or something. Like don't count
qualified thing or something.
Little star instead of like the number. Anyways, I digress. Sorting out the points is something we've talked about a lot. Like I think they did need to be a little bit more balanced and stuff. How do you feel about ladder? I know you like ladder and you like ladder mattering, which I do too. But like the guys that are playing ladder a bunch are playing an insane amount.
An insane amount.
And Drizzot being #1 on the ladder, then also winning the Worlds Qualifier. Probably his favorite thing about qualifying was like he didn't have to play ladder anymore. I was like, that's kind of telling. It's a little bit telling. Am I the only one that picks up on that? It's an unhealthy amount, in my opinion.
I've been trying to do mostly try-harding on stream and stuff, or at least like try-harding, right? Like not
compared to normal streaming.
Yeah. And I have like 1,300 LP, which is like a shitload. I think it's more LP than I've ever had in my life. And I'm like 700 away from first place.
Yeah. What's your take on the whole MMR thing? It's like, I don't know, you're climbing, other people are climbing.
I don't know. Like, I could say like, oh yeah, this is like broken or whatever, but like, I don't have a fix. I don't have this is what they should do. They should do this, because when people say, they're like, oh yeah, well they should make it so like this happens and this happens, and then you're like, okay, but then Masters players go infinite LP of 58% win percentage. Like you can't have this, right? So it's tough because people like me or the people who do even better than me on ladder, like it will never not come down to, are you winning over this much? Then it's only games played. Like I don't think it's possible to do anything else.
Yeah, well, the arena ladder has a degradation where you like slowly start falling back down. I don't know if that's something we need or not. Or
would matter, except everyone's playing.
I think ladder needs to just be reworked into the point structure, because it was just kind of stuck on there. Let's just have this many points onto this many like places.
I think it's probably fine. I don't like, the thing where people can int 100 games and then like 50% win rate their way to 700 LP, that needs to be.
That might need to get changed.
Yeah.
I honestly think though, like, I hear people talk about this all the time, like when MTG Arena opens, came out and you could pay money to win money, basically, in tournaments. People were like, you need to worry about people with gambling addictions. And I was like, Jesus, like you really got to protect people from themselves in every single pot. Like I'm like, 99.9 of us are fine just spending money that we are okay with losing and having some fun playing Magic as we would or whatever. But this is one where like, I feel like you're really setting people up to burn out to make them play this much ladder. I think it's unhealthy for the player base, because I think you're going to have a small amount of people who are going to chase it every time, and it's not going to be good for them. And then you're going to have a whole bunch of other people who just like don't really fucking care, because it's just like you'll never catch those people that play all day. So what's kind of the point? You'll go for a top 100 or like something. And that just doesn't seem like a good system. It seems like there's got to be a better system than that. I think you can make ladder matter somehow and not have it be this way. I think there's got to be something else. I haven't thought about it enough to try and find a solution. I don't love the current setup.
Yeah, I'm not.
I don't think. I also
you could fix it.
I also don't think people should have like a major advantage for being able to put in more time.
What about if they're able to put in more time and win?
So like, if you put in like 1,000 hours at a 70% win rate, and I put in 200 hours at an 80% win rate, like why are you better than me? Like I'm winning a significant amount more than you are. You just have more time than I do. So you get rewarded for sacrificing more of your time. It's like, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I mean, that's how everything like this works, unfortunately. It's just how it is. And like, at what point do you reward consistency over like a variant spike, right? Like, are you an 80% winner? Go ahead.
This is what I'm saying though. Like, if you like imagine if it was trophies.
Mm-hmm.
It was a trophy leaderboard, and you could only play the one every day, and then you got the points at the end of the season for a trophy breakdown. Now it's not like who can play the most games fastest with a certain amount of win percentage. Now it's who is actually the best over 3 months, who won the most matches. That seems a lot more fair to me.
Kind of. Right? You run into a same-ish problem where it's like a lot of people can't take their try of 5 best of 3 matches or 6 or 7 or however many it is every single day.
Those people are not in the conversation though. Those people are never playing even remotely close. If you can't play 5 or 6 matches a day on average, then you're never grinding to the top of the ladder. Look how much you play.
Yeah.
You are one of the best players with one of the highest win rates, and it's your job to play all day, and you still can't catch those guys.
Yeah.
So
I mean, not be able to play every day 5 best of 3 though. Like sometimes it just works out like that.
Yeah. Well, this is the thing. Maybe you make it 3 best of 3, or you know what I mean? You can make it smaller, or you can make it like more tournaments, or there's a way to do it that isn't ladder, where it's literally just like click button faster, put in more time, which is like ridiculous. It's a lot.
I do think like I'm with you, and that was immediately what my mind jumped to was like MTGO date, like the MTGO trophies was immediately what my mind jumped to as like an alternative. But having a ladder that does nothing sucks. Like I would hate that.
Yeah, it's very true. How competitive have your ladder matches been recently? Because I found that a lot of mine have not been fantastic, and I've been playing a lot more the daily rumbles.
Mine have been pretty good. I played Quokka, who's now number 1 more than anyone else.
Fair enough.
What's your LP at?
It's like 40.
Okay, that might be why it might be trying to match me up with the.
Makes sense.
Years.
Yeah.
I get that I think the best system, but I think not the best system is like strictly better for me than no system for ladder.
Yes, I'm 100% on board, because when ladder means nothing and everyone's just BSing around, it's the worst, right? That sucks. I just think there's got to be a different way to put something there that people want, that they will actually try for, that isn't maybe the points. Maybe there's some other way to do it. Something else you can put there. What if it was just like super cool specialty stuff? Like you got a special board if you were top 10, top 20, top 50, top 100, something. I don't know. Other things. Okay, real quick, actually, I know you have to go. One of the things that actually I really, really want to see changed about the daily rumbles, and also the high stakes ones, Ruthless Rumbles, is that so in the Ruthless Rumble, you have to pay coins or the token thing. And you only get another token if you win all the way through, right? If you get like five wins.
I think so.
Yeah. So one of the things I really liked about the Arena Opens or qualifiers, I forget, is that you like got an amount of gems, which is their currency, for like each win. And so like, you paid like 4,000 gems, but you like won 2 or 3 matches. So you got 2,000 back. And you're like, okay, like it's kind of half price to enter another one. This time you went a little bit higher. You got 3,000, or even like, I think the spot before you qualified for the next day gave you like 4,000 gems. So you got a free run.
Full rebuy. Yeah.
Yeah. So I would like to see in the Ruthless Rumbles, at least, where you have to enter with coins or the thing, a coin progression throughout the wins. Maybe like first win is 0, next win is like whatever, 50, like 100, and on and on goes. And this would also allow players a way to like earn coins if they're really good by using like cashing in their tokens,
yeah,
and then like getting some coins, either playing more of them later or to like build up to buy like skins and boards. I really, that's like a really, I love stuff like that, right? Where you can kind of like make money in a sense, because there's lots of skins and boards that I want. I'm just like, this can't afford to buy all this stuff, but it'd be nice if I could like grind towards it. And then that's something like again, that solves the problem for players like us who got the 2 buys and they're like, I don't really care. I'm over it. It's like something you're still playing for something. You're still playing for some stakes. It's cool. Want one more
I
stuff.
can get on board with that.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I know you have to go. Any final thoughts?
Love the opens. Very stoked that we're having 4. The first one had some problems, but I could see that it was going to be a good system. The second one, felt very good. I think the
9-2 making day 2 is
awesome. Yeah, 10 out of 10. I just want open deck list for day 1 as well. So yeah, super excited for our Eternal season where we're gonna have the Master Runeterra open 1 week before, then the Eternal Open, and then the next week is the second Eternal Open, and that's just gonna be a super fun month.
Heck yeah. So to count down for people real quick, this coming Monday, the 22nd, we're gonna have some new cards with the patch. You can find them on Mastering Runeterra. We have all the new cards and stuff now at release. The following Saturday, the 3rd, June 3rd, will be our Open tournament, followed by the 10th is the Runeterra Open, followed by the 17th is the second Runeterra Open. So make sure you check all that stuff out. It's going to be awesome. All right, we're out of here, guys. We'll try to have a longer one for you guys next week. We're also going to try to get some guests on because Majin and I are tired of staring at each other's stupid faces. Okay, love you guys. Bye.